Hello and welcome to another video tutorial of WordPress. Today we are going to learn how can we create pricing calculator in our WordPress website. Let's get started. Click on upload plugin and choose plugin. This is SaasPricing Pro. I have selected the plugin and open. Click on install now. Okay. Click on activate plugin. So it's suggesting me to install SAS pricing and also Elementor. Let's click Elementor for installing Elementor here. Okay. After installing Elementor and SAS pricing, we'll back into this video. So I have already installed Elementor and SaasPricing because SaasPricing Pro required SaasPricing and Elementor both plugins. Uh, so uh, if we want to get SaasPricing Pro, I will give it the link of SaasPricing Pro in the video description. Okay, let's get started. Again, click on add new page and named it uh, pricing calculator or and click on edit with Elementor. Okay. Okay, let's search for pricing calculator. It's here, interactive pricing calculator. Drop the plugin in, drop the widget in the canvas, editor canvas here. Okay, this is the default look of interactive pricing calculator. Okay, hide that. Okay, what it does, it's when our fields change, it's update the value here, like this one, like this. With any changes in our pricing calculator, it will update also the price. Okay, so let's start with content part. So we can add unlimited fields here by click on add items. Suppose if I want to add another item here. Okay, so it's the field type, which type of field I want to use here. So suppose I want to use a range field, like, okay, don't want to use it, yeah, I want to use number field. Okay, so we can also add label for our number. Suppose named it total, total here. And we can also for each input, what will how increase the value for each item actually. So if we add a price for one individual uh, item, like one item price is 20. Suppose if we add here 1, so it will increase 20. If we add 2, it will increase 40. If we, okay, what it going, if we add, okay, if we add, okay, it's gone. Okay, let's 3, add 3, so it add 60 here. So that's how it's increase value. We can also use here a radio. So for radio we need to add key, like it's okay, we can add fruit name, apple, apple 20. And let's mango, mango, mango 60. Okay, so this is how we can also add options and edit that option value here. This is how we can add that. There are a lot of fields like radio. Here we can also add range. When we add range, we can add minimum maximum value for range, and default we can also set default value for range, and also per quantity price. Suppose there is 69 here. If we want to add for each quantity price, like for each quantity it will add 20, then it will increase the value here. The 69 multiply with 20. We can also disable tooltip here. uh, we can also disable this bottom level. So this field actually are powerful feature of this pricing calculator. So by using we can also sorting our fields here, like this we can remove these fields. Okay, so we can add more fields. So let's uh, I will reorganize the pricing table again. Okay, so delete that and again search for pricing calculator. So this is how actually we can add our fields here and add fields value. And we can also, another beautiful feature is required field. So if user click on water now, so we already have checked this is required. So without filling this field, user can't actually click a water now button won't work without filling this required field. So this how we can require our mandatory features. So there is display horizontal. So by default it's by default this pricing table present in vertically. So if we want to display that in horizontal view, then okay, let's increase the vertical table width, then back to the content tab and click on display horizontal. It will now display in horizontal. Okay, so this is also another good feature of interactive pricing calculator that SaasPricing gives you. SaasPricing Pro gives you. uh, so okay, let's back to the default view. So I don't need horizontal view right now. Okay, decrease the width here. uh, so we are done with our body part. Let's go to CTA part. This is actually our CTA part of our pricing calculator. This is actually CTA part. So there is another good feature, enables type checkout. We'll look into that next later. Right now we can look into these features. uh, there is also a position for the CTA part, and we can also add title for our CTA part. We can also add currency symbol for our CTA part. We can also add this button text, and we can also add a link for our this order now button. So by default its label is order now. You can change that to any text actually. So if I want to change the currency symbol in euro, it's changed to euro. We can change uh, price to value. It's changed the value. It's changed the title. So by default it's price. So we can change also button text, right? Remove the now here order. So we can also add links here, and we can add we can redirect that links. When click on here, it will redirect when we redirect with that link. So right now I don't want to use any link here. So let's click on button positioning. Suppose if I click on button position, it will go to the top. Okay, click on top. Tada, it's in top right now. So let's now we will look into Stripe checkout. So to enable Stripe checkout, we need to enable this checkout field first. Then we need to uh, okay, after enabling Stripe checkout, we need to click on okay, it's can be publish or update. I am clicking on publish. Okay, so first we need to check the Stripe checkout. Then we need to back to our plugin dashboard. So after enabling this button, or before enable this button, if first you need to go to SaasPricing Pro plugin settings panel. Click on here. Then here is CAPTCHA setting and Stripe setting. I will click on Stripe settings. You can check for test mode for your Stripe test account. You can add your Stripe publishable key. You can add your Stripe secret key. So right now it's test key. So click on you have, if you wanna use test mode, then you have to check the enable Stripe test mode. But if you don't want to use test mode, so uncheck that here, and click on live key here, like this. And you can add currency code, like what is your currency code that you gonna accept from your customers. Then you can use USD. So by default you can use USD. And after checkout Stripe, which URL it will take your customers to which website, or which site, or which link, you can add that here. But after click on success payment. So here we can see that there is order button. So when we click on here, so this will take me to the Stripe checkout. We also look into that functionality. So right now I don't have any publishable key, so I am disabling that. So I want to success URL will my plugin homepage. So link, copy link address here. This will be my success URL. So I can edit that here. And after if the payment is cancelled, you can also add cancel URL, like here, cancel cancel. So right now this URL is not exist, so I don't want to use anything here. So when it's success, it will take me it will take my customers to success URL, and also the same URL for cancel. So I will add test mode. So click on test publish key and secret key, and click on save settings here. So now I am done with my Stripe settings here. uh, okay, I am back to the my plugin editor panel again, and make it bottom again, and make it order now, and make it dollar, and click on update. Let's here we can see that. And if we click on right now now order now button here, okay, so it's required backup settings. So we have already seen that features. So we can also add required for our fields. So without checking these fields, user can't process their order. Okay, so I'm clicking on daily and click on order now. Okay, it's taking me to the Stripe checkout page. So I am writing down my okay, my email address. Photo. This is test card information. Month 8/24. CVC 555. And then click on pay. No thanks. So now it's taking me to the success URL. This is here. So we have already added the success URL here. So it's taking, after check out the Stripe, it's taking me to the my assigned URL in success URL here. So that's how we can also add our Stripe checkout for Stripe checkout in interactive pricing calculator. Uh, okay. So right now I don't need, we if we want to use here another link, like suppose I am https here debuggerstudio.com. So when you use a different link here, so make sure you disable this Stripe checkout here. So it will redirect me to the this URL, https debugger studio. Okay, it's done. So it's opening in new tab when I click on this URL. So okay, go to the okay, I have by default checking the backups so that you it's don't ask me to fill this field. So now if I click on the order now button, it will take me to the my given URL here. That's I have already provided in the link field. Okay, so this is how you can also your payment link here, and you can also use your Stripe account. So another feature I forget to presenting you, that is suppose I want to check reCAPTCHA. So if you this field you don't have to use twice. If you add this field once, then it will work. So suppose you want to add a reCAPTCHA you want to add reCAPTCHA for this form or pricing calculator. Just add field type here, and in settings just add reCAPTCHA site key and reCAPTCHA secret key. And how you can do that, by clicking on this link, you will know how to get site key and secret key. After adding site key and secret key, reCAPTCHA by default generate for this pricing calculator. Okay. uh, so this is how you can this is how you can also protect your pricing calculator from spammers. So I think we are done with our body and CTA part, and also done with our content part here. In style tab, we can see here there is body style, and also CTA style. Let's start with body part here. If we add background color here, then whole body background color will change. And so let's clear that. And there is also row gap option here. So row gap option is gap between each fields here. So you can, when you increase row gap here, it will increase gap between fields. So there is another interesting feature, column gap. So right now we are in full column. So if we go to content part and make it column 2, and also make it column 2, then we can see here there is 2 column. And now if we increase our column gap here, then it will add gap between these 2 fields. Okay. That's how we can actually add gap between columns. There is also padding. So right now I don't need that. You can add increase or decrease your padding here. And there is also border radius for whole pricing body here. So if we add color here, then we can see that clearly. uh, Unlink the border radius here. Yeah, all border has gone. So there is also another features called level. By increasing level, we can add level to our fields spacing. There is also color. There is also typography for level. For suppose I am adding color for each level, here it is. And we can also increase or decrease level color from here. So let's back to the default and clear the color. The same thing for also fields. These fields, there is also color, there is also typography. Like if I add typography here, so it's increasing typography of all the fields. So this is fields background color, and this is field checked color. Suppose there is check button or radio button, there is also check. If we add make it red, so if we click on here, it's gonna be red. All checkbox will be red. So we can add also border here for fields, and we can make width for border and color for that. This is how it's work actually. So right now I don't need that. Back to the default. There is also another feature, range. If we add color for tooltip color changing here, we can see that 75 changing to red. And tooltip background color, here we can add background color for our tooltip. We can add fill color, make it yellow. Okay, make it, I don't know what this called, this color. Make it unfill color. We can add also unfill color. And also we can also add circle color. So this is how actually our range styles works. So right now I don't need all of that. There is also another field level, bottom level. These are here. We can add also style for these fields, like adding color, adding typography. So if we make size, we can increase and decrease size for level. So there is also paragraph icon, paragraph color. So if I we haven't seen that. Okay, check another field and select paragraph. There is make this is paragraph. So this is paragraph field. So when you add paragraph fields, so you can add style for your paragraph fields here. Okay, for paragraphs, if we click on style, then we can add style for this paragraph. This paragraph icon color, we can add also paragraph icon color and distance from icon. And we can add also increase icon size. So vertical line for this paragraph icon actually. And okay, so this is all for actually paragraph style. Let's go to the CTA tab. So we are done with our body. So if we go to our CTA tab here, so hide, make it hide. So we can add padding for our CTA here. Oh, right now I don't need any padding here. We can add margin for our CTA part. If we increase top and bottom, we can see that it's increasing. Okay. uh, we can also add border style for our CTA. make it red to for visible. That we can also add a border width, make it more bolder. So right now I don't need any border. So we can add also border radius. We can customize our border radius from here. So right now I also don't want to add border radius. We can add background color for our CTA part. So we can also make it gradient from here. So you can see that. So right now I don't need any gradient and also background color, any background color here. There is also price title. This is title. We can add color for title. We can add typography for title. We can add spacing between title and price here. That's how we can increase between space, title and price. uh, this is price. From this section we can add color for price. We can add typography for price or price here. So right now I don't need all of this. Go to, let's back to the default. There is also button, so we can add button color from here. We can increase or decrease our button size, button font size, and add background color for our button here. uh, okay, make it white, it will be visible. We can add or decrease our button padding. We can add button border from here, make it add white. Okay, we have added our button border color, and we can also update border radius of our button from here. So right now I don't need any border radius for our button. So this is how actually we can add style to our uh, interactive pricing calculator. So this is it for today. See you in the next video.